everyone, it's Hope. Today's video is going to be on a best and worst of e.l.f. cosmetics. And I was looking back at my videos and I was like, I've never done an e.l.f. like best and worst. I could have sworn I've done an e.l.f. best and worst. I have done a few of these videos on different brands. I've done like Essence, L'Oreal, Maybelline, and I can obviously probably update on them because I've tried many more amazing products from these well, amazing and not so good products from these companies. I have a variety of e.l.f. products sitting in front of me right now, and I have definitely tried a bunch more e.l.f. products than just this, and a lot of these aren't even that new. Like, a lot of these are some of their just kind of classic products that they have, and I just have loved these products, and some of them I don't love as much. e.l.f. has been kicking up their game with new products recently, and I have not had a chance to try a whole lot of their like newest products, but I have had a chance to play around with some of them. A few of these are new, but a lot of them are classics, and I am just excited to share them with you. So let's hop right in and get started. Just start off with foundation. Okay, so primer. I have tried their just original primer. I think it's a good primer. I haven't tried it in a while, and I just thought it was just a nice classic primer to have. I just had the original. I feel like if I should have gotten like a Blur and Smooth or like redness one or something, but I definitely kind of want to try another one of those, just maybe a different kind, because I just had the plain original one. But I didn't think it was a bad primer. It was just a silicone base, and I thought it was nice. And yeah, so there's that. And then I have two of these foundations. This is the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. This is one of my favorite drugstore foundations. When I first tried this, I was like, oh, it's okay, it's good, fine, whatever. Well, ever since then I've had this, I've been trying other foundations, and I keep going back to this one. And every time I put this one on my face, I'm like, it just looks so nice on my skin. I am already like low. Like, this pump is already not working because I think I'm like getting low. Like, I keep, like, it'll work. Like, the pump like isn't getting any product out because I'm pretty sure I'm getting pretty low on this. So I do really like this, and it's only $6, and it's a really nice foundation. And you wouldn't expect it. And it's nice glass pack. I think it's glass, but it's really nice. And then this is the e.l.f. like the acne fighting foundation. I really have not had a chance to try this. This I have it, oh, this one, the Flawless Finish, I have in Porcelain. This one's in the shade Buff, which is way too dark for me. So I need to get some mix-in drops. Okay, now it's not way too dark. I feel like I'm getting tanner. That's not way too dark. I could definitely probably pull that off. It definitely is darker though, and I haven't really had a chance to play around with it because I got it in more of the winter and then it was too dark. So I'm going to play around with it a little more this summer. I have worn it a few times, and I haven't like noticed anything too like is amazing or not. I know that this is a little bit heavier. I think it's more for, it's not going to like actually help with your acne, but it's more to help kind of acne prone skin, I'm pretty sure. And so I think it's just going to help kind of cover it and make it look flawless. And yeah, so I really do think that this has a good like intention for it, and I'm excited to kind of try and play around with it a little bit more. So I don't have any concealers. I don't know if I've ever owned an e.l.f. concealer. I don't think I have. I just have to kind of always walk past them and be like, I just feel like they're not very good. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I just have never tried them. I have this. Okay, wait. Let's talk about this one. This is the e.l.f. finishing powder. This is a newer one with the nice fingerprinted packaging. This is from their newer line, and this is just the finishing powder in Fair Light. I really love this stuff. I have hit pan. I don't know if you could tell. I'm very proud. I love it. I wear it all the time, like every day, and it just looks amazing just to kind of sweep under your eyes or just to set your face with it. I really like it. And then also the e.l.f. High Definition Powder. I've had this for a while. It's in the shade Sheer. I'm pretty sure the packaging has changed on this, along with the product might have. This is a very white powder, but it's so finely milled and so smooth that it feels so nice. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's a little bit white, so it does leave a little bit of a white cast, so I don't use it very often because of that. But I do think it's a nice powder, and I'm pretty sure the newer ones they've come out with have shades, and they're not all just like this white. So I definitely think this is a good setting powder though, and it's $6, so I think it's nice. I do have their two of these palettes. I have the contour palette and then the illuminating palette. I love this contour palette. It's one of my favorite like contouring palettes from the drugstore. I think it's awesome. And this highlighter is nice. It's just more of kind of like a light glowy powder. It's not really like a shimmery highlight. And then this is a nice under eye setting powder, a nice bronzer, and a nice contour. I really love this contour shade for contouring. It's an awesome shade. Bronzer's a little orange, so I don't use that one as often. And the under eye setting powder is more yellow tone, but I really do like it. The reason why I love this palette is because of the contour shade. And I paid $6 for this, and I think that's worth it because of the shade. So I really love that. And also the illuminating palette. This one's not as much of my favorite. It's pretty powdery. I do like it though because in smooth powders, they're not like that shimmery highlight. So like you want to highlight your face and you want like a bam, like glowy highlight. This is not it. This is going to be more of just kind of a illuminating, brightening powder. So if you want a more natural kind of glowy look on just to lighten the cheekbones, but not necessarily like a strip of like shimmery highlight, then you would really like this. This is good for like an everyday like work use. And I think that it's nice because it gets deeper. There's a more yellow, there's a more pink, and then there's kind of a more like neutral, and I really like it. And I think it's a really nice palette for if you want something more natural. Not necessarily what I go for, but I do think this is a really nice palette if you're wanting something kind of like that. And you get different shades to try. So I have tried an e.l.f. blush before. I just don't have it anymore. It was a really bright color and I just never really wore that color, but I did think it was a very nice blush. I have not tried the duos where it's like a blush and bronzer. Every time I go to Target, I swear I have one in my hand and then I end up putting it back. I don't know why. So I really want to try one of those. How's this e.l.f. brow pencil? This is a very nice brow pencil. I really do like it. It's very creamy. So if you're not into creamy brow pencils, you won't like this. Also, it has a very thick tip. So like if I compare this tip to the, let's just say the Anastasia Brow Wiz. So if you compare the tip, you can tell that obviously the e.l.f. one, which is the white one, is a lot thicker, like probably 4 times the size. This is a very nice brow pencil, but I do have to say, if you have like actual thicker brows, like brow hair, like my brows are pretty thick. I have a nice amount of hair. They're not just like thin strip brows. I actually have like quite a bit of hair. This works really well because I can do it really fast. My brow wiz takes me a little bit. My brow wiz takes a little bit longer just because it is a lot skinnier of a tip, so I have to kind of work with it a little bit more, and you have to make those more brush strokes, where this is not going to give you as much of a brush stroke. It's just going to kind of just fill in the gaps, which is nice for me because like my brows are a little bit thicker, so I can do it a lot faster, but it doesn't necessarily look as natural, if you know what I mean. But this is a nice brow product. This is the e.l.f. Smudge Pot in Cruisin' Chick. I love this Smudge Pot so much. Pretty sure this is different packaging. I just have a lot of the old packaging. This is a beautiful shade just to put all over the lid. Look at that. Isn't that insane? And then I barely even dipped my finger in that too. And then like you can also put like a shimmery shade on top. So I really love this a lot. It's gorgeous. I want to get more of the shades. I think they have like there's a Smudge Pot and then they have like the super lustrous eyeshadows or something. One of the two. They're both good. I've tried both. And yes, I really love this a lot. And I have had a different shade, but I think it was kind of a funky formula, so I had to get rid of it. But I do love that. And I also have the e.l.f. cream liner. This liner is not a bad liner. I think that I'm not a huge eyeliner person, but I do have to say I've had this for a while and it has lasted. It has stayed nice and creamy, and it's very, very black, which I really love about it. And I think it wears nicely. I've worn it. I'm pretty, like I haven't noticed that it wears away. I don't wear this cream liner a lot, but I do think that it is very nice and it's very inexpensive, and I think it works pretty well, especially like if you're kind of starting out. I think this would be a really great one. Whereas my Essence one I've had for like probably not even 2 months, and it's already starting to dry out. Like it dries out really easily. This one I've had for probably 6 months, maybe even a year, and it still is very nice and creamy and it hasn't dried out, so I really like that. And I do have this e.l.f. liquid liner. Like the writing is all rubbed off. I've had this forever. This is in the shade Black. This is a very nice brush tip liner. It's very black. I don't know, and it dries down matte. It's just so nice. I love it so much. It looks amazing. I have tried one of their mascaras. It's the 3-in-1, I'm pretty sure, a few years ago. I did like it. It wasn't like an amazing mascara like the one I'm wearing today, which is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. It is a very good mascara, and I don't think it's anything, like if you're just kind of wanting something that's going to make your lashes look good, but maybe not just like the most standout lashes, you would really like it because it's not just going to do nothing, but it's not going to be like you're going to a dance or something. Like lashes. Whatever. That was a bad comparison, but just saying. I do have this like e.l.f. Skinny, or the Skinny Mascara. I don't know the exact name of this mascara. I don't know. But it's just this really tiny mascara. It's got these really small like this really tiny bristles. It's kind of like the It Cosmetics one. I don't know the name of it, but I got this for like your lower lashes, and this does a really nice job of like separating your lower lashes. The only problem I have with this is when I wear this, my lashes stick to each other, and I don't know why. It's not if I just like, so it's not like I put this on top and this on bottom. No, I just put this on the bottom lashes and my lashes stick together. And I don't know why. I don't have that problem with any mascara. So I think this is nice and good for like lengthening and getting into each individual lash. Or even like if your lashes were kind of clumping and you wanted to separate them or something, or kind of fix them. They make your lashes stick together. That's the only reason why. I don't know if I'm the only one that has that problem, but it happens to me a lot. Okay, and I have some lip products. So I have the e.l.f. Lip Exfoliators. I have it the Mint and the Original. These are amazing lip exfoliators if your lips are chapped and you need something to kind of exfoliate and then just to kind of help everything kind of come together. Amazing. I have a separate video on these, but really good. And I also have the Lip Plumper and Primer. This plumper, I don't really think it does anything, but it does smell like cinnamon, and it does kind of gives you like that tingly feeling, which I like. And then this primer is kind of funky. I don't know, all it is just this like creamy yellow base. You don't really need this. It really doesn't do a lot, but I just think it's the lip plumper is fun. The primer, I could just use a foundation on my lips or concealer on my lips if I wanted that. I don't know if this really makes your lipstick last longer, but I think it's just like it's kind of just like putting foundation on your lips, so you might as well just do that. I have the e.l.f. Moisturizing Lipstick in Wine Tour. I've had a red shade of this too. I must have gotten rid of it because I don't think it's in my collection anymore. It's a really pretty berry shade. It looks like what I'm wearing today. Not what I'm wearing today. Today I mixed a few lipsticks, but it's a really pretty shade. It's moisturizing, so it's not gonna like last a long time, and they do move around a little bit. That's kind of why I got rid of the red one, because I didn't really like the color as much and it did move around. But I think it's just very pretty and comfortable, which is important. The last thing I have is this is not the last lip product, is the e.l.f. Matte Lip Color. This is just a great everyday lip color. I have it in the shade Natural. I just love this for just like an everyday nude lip color. I forget that I have this because I keep it with my liners. It's great for lining your lips too. This is just so pretty. I love this shade. I love this kind of lip color. I don't usually like to go with any colors lighter than this because a nude lip color I feel like washes me out. I don't like how it looks on me, but a shade like this is probably the lightest I would go, and I think it looks really pretty, and I love that about it. And it's got a sharpener on the end. If you didn't know that, this is a sharpener, so you can sharpen it too, which is awesome. I love it. Last product is the e.l.f. Daily Brush Cleaner. I love this stuff, especially when I'm doing, so like when it was prom season and I was doing girls' makeup and stuff, spraying my brushes in between. So like I'll have a dirty brush like this. I might even just demo it. So I have a dirty brush like this. All I did was spray it like 3 times or so, and then I would just kind of take a dirty rag. This is dirty. I wipe my swatches on this. And I would just kind of wipe the brushes off just in between uses, especially like with eyeshadow. They work really well for like these fluffy brushes, just to kind of clean them off in between uses. And yeah, so it did take out the color. Obviously not enough to like replace washing your brushes that you're supposed to do all the time, that I don't do, but makes them smell good, and it just kind of, they just feel softer and clean again. And it doesn't obviously take away all the color, but it definitely does help clean them while in between washes and stuff. So I really, really love it. And I think it works really well for only being $3, and I'm very, very impressed. And I've used quite a bit, and it's not even that low. So that is all. Oh, I also have tried the e.l.f. Makeup setting spray. I didn't think it did a whole lot. I mean, I haven't used it in like a year, but I did feel like I went through it kind of fast. And I didn't really love it. But I'm not really a big setting spray person, so I don't think it did a whole lot though. I haven't tried the L'Oreal and Maybelline ones, which is crazy. I mean, I've used them, I think, from friends, but I've never like tried it out. But I think those are probably a better option to go for. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs it up. I have tried so many brushes from e.l.f. as well that I can mention that I love, like this powder brush and this foundation brush, this blending brush, but I did a whole separate video on drugstore brushes. So if you are wanting to see that, I will link that in the eye and you can check that out, because I have done a whole separate video on all my favorite drugstore brushes, and a bunch of e.l.f. ones were mentioned in there, and this video is already long enough. So if you have a favorite e.l.f. product, let me know in the comments, because I would definitely love to try it out, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. I hope you subscribe to stay tuned for my future videos, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, you guys.